What up? It's your boy Anon. Look, this is what we gotta really start doing. These media outlets. These media outlets, Rolling Stone, Complex, Pitchfork, Double XL, World Star. These media outlets, stick to the numbers. You know what I'm saying? Now what I'm talking about, stick to the numbers, because look, there are certain things that will always be debated in hip-hop. You know what I'm saying? There's certain things that are for the people to debate. There's certain things for the people to... there's no definitive of anything unless there's numbers behind it. And guess where the numbers come from? Y'all are supposed to have the numbers. These lists of top 100 greatest rappers of all time, top 100 greatest musicians of all time, top 100 blah 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 of all time. These are all opinion based lists. So unless you are purposely, which I'm pretty sure you are, unless you are purposely trying to create outrage and create conversation so people can go to your thing, so you can get the ads and you can get the money and the revenue, which I'm pretty sure y'all are doing. But y'all need to stop doing it, because it makes you a quick buck, but it takes away your credibility as a media outlet. Nobody's gonna care what you gotta say because you say some stupid stuff. Now where this is coming from, Rolling Stone just put out an article, top 200 greatest hip-hop albums of all time. First of all, that conversation, nobody's having that conversation. 200, nobody's having that conversation. I looked at it real quick. I didn't give it 2-3 minutes of my time. The first thing I saw, because I didn't start at 200. I want to say what is their top 40? Number 40. The number 40 already made me not want to read the rest of it. Number 40 was The Chronic. The Chronic, one of Dr. Dre's first solo albums, and of course, one of the greatest albums of all time. But The Chronic is not 40. The Chronic is not 40. I forgot what 39 was. 39 was, I can't even remember. I saw 40 and was like, you know what? No. I forgot what 39 was that fast. The Chronic is not 40. The Chronic has to be top 20. But I already know who number 1 was. They named Ready to Die by Biggie Smalls, by Notorious B.I.G. as the greatest album of all time. Based on what metrics? You know what I'm saying? Biggie is one of my top 5 favorite rappers of all time. Ready to Die is one of the greatest hip-hop albums of all time. One of the greatest hip-hop debuts of all time. But it is not the certified greatest hip-hop album of all time. It is not. It has Juicy, Give Me the Loot, all the big Biggie songs is on there, and Life After Death. But Ready to Die is not, and I repeat, not the number 1 certified guaranteed greatest hip-hop album of all time. I'm sorry, it's not. Chronic is not the 40th greatest hip-hop album of all time. What I said is stick to the numbers. Y'all need, if y'all gonna do a list on hip-hop albums, do highest selling hip-hop albums of all. Top 200 highest selling hip-hop albums of all time. Do that. Do not do things that can easily be refuted, easily be disputed, or only existing to create controversy. That's the only reason why these lists exist. That's the only reason why these greatest hip-hop albums of all time, greatest rappers of all time, and they keep doing it to hip-hop, keep doing it to hip-hop. You know what I'm saying? Because they want hip-hop to keep causing this stir of disagreements and this there is money in division. You know what I'm saying? Some people are gonna say, oh yeah, I agree that this is the greatest hip-hop album of all time. But majority of real hip-hop fans are gonna say, we love Ready to Die. I love Ready to Die. Do I think that it is the greatest, hands down, the greatest rap album to ever come out? No, I don't. You know what I'm saying? It's one of my favorite albums, not the favorite album. You know what I'm saying? So what I mean, stick to the numbers. Y'all need to do lists like top 200 highest selling hip-hop albums of all time. You know what I'm saying? That way there's actual facts based behind it. There is no dispute because these are the numbers. Of course you can say, oh well, this person is only, of course you go, oh, this person only sold this much because of this or whatever. Who cares? They sold it. or oh, this person bought record sales. Who cares? You can say whatever, but the numbers are the numbers. You can't dispute the numbers. You can say they faked the numbers, or they did this, or they did that, but the numbers are the numbers. They got the plaques. All the things that had to prove for this number to be this number is this number. You know what I'm saying? It's not debatable because the numbers are the numbers. Same with in basketball. You can say Steph Curry is one of the greatest three-point shooters of all time. You can't dispute that because the numbers are the numbers. So if you're going to do a list, do highest selling hip-hop albums of all time, highest selling hip-hop artists of all time, highest selling or the most popular hip-hop songs of all time. These are based off numbers. These cannot be disputed because most of the time these numbers are going to be like the people. Of course, somebody's gonna be like, oh, how's that? Because I never heard it before. There's more people in the world besides you. But these are things that are backed by facts. Everything on these lists that y'all do, these greatest rappers of all time, these greatest hip hop albums of all time, are all based off of the opinions of those 20 people that wrote the article. But y'all are not the 20 people that listen. There's more than 20 people that listen to hip hop. You know what I'm saying? And I doubt there's 200, those 200 albums that they have on this list. I doubt that all 20 of y'all listen to all 200 of these albums. I doubt it. No, I don't think no human being walking has listened to 200 hip hop albums in its entirety. They might have some. I ain't gonna say at all. But I'm saying I doubt that those individuals who work for Rolling Stone listen to all 200 of those albums on that list. I read somewhere that they said Cardi B is like top 20 or something like that. I love Cardi B. I'm not gonna say nothing, but that list is stupid. Y'all need to focus on number-based lists. Like the top 10 that they have on YouTube, a lot of those are based on numbers. Like the highest rated shows of all time. Y'all need to focus on lists like those. Lists, opinion-based lists, should not be coming out of y'all platform. Because it's lazy and y'all are wrong every single time. This is to Rolling Stone. This is to Complex. This is to Pitchfork. This is to XXL. This is to Genius. This is to any and every platform that comes up with opinion-based lists. No one asks for your opinion. You are a multi-million-dollar platform. Who cares how you feel about a culture that you are not really a part of? Rolling Stones is not a hip-hop journal, media outlet. Yet they continue to stir up. Rolling Stone Complex. They don't base themselves off of hip-hop media. They indulge in hip-hop media, but they are not based on hip-hop media. They don't have real hip-hop heads running. You know what I'm saying? They don't have real hip-hop running. They're just a random platform that talks about music. Rolling Stones existed before hip-hop. Rolling Stones is named after a music band, right? Or did Rolling Stones exist before that? I don't know. But these big platforms need to stop with these opinion-based articles. Those are for individuals. You know what I'm saying? People like me. I can come up with because those are my individual and my opinion. I can say these are my top 10 favorite hip-hop albums of all time. I'm not gonna say these are the greatest. You know what I'm saying? People like Sean C. People like Rap Genius. Not Rap Genius. Rap Critic. People like Rap Critic. People like Hello Yassine. People who's even academics can give their opinions on certain things in hip hop because those are their opinions. But when you are this big conglomerate of a journalism thing, you push it out as if it's fact because you have so many people that work in that thing. You push it out as if it's fact. You are coming out with articles saying hip hop top 200 greatest hip hop albums of all time. You're speaking of it as a fact. You're not saying if I put out a video, my video will probably be my top 10 favorite hip hop albums of all time. My top 10 favorite rappers of all time. My top 10. But because you are a platform of a bunch of people, you push it out as if these are fact-based. And you can't do that. If you're going to do that, you need to go by the facts. Top 200 highest selling hip hop albums of all time. Top 200 highest selling artists of all time. Top 200 or top 20 highest most popular songs of all time. Most charted artists of all time. Things like this are what y'all need to stick to. Things based on numbers, things based on facts. Opinion-based lists, y'all are just trying to stir up controversy. Y'all do this every month. One of y'all media platforms, one of y'all do this every single month. Y'all find some random nonsense stuff to make a list about. Y'all throw it out to cause controversy. People run to it, and y'all boost your numbers up through advertising and stuff like that. Y'all need to stop, because it's culture vulture. Y'all are creating bullshit lists about a culture that you really don't care about, because you know it's gonna get attention, it's gonna bring views, the advertisers are gonna love it, it's gonna bring you money. Y'all need to stop leeching off of the culture. Stop talking about the culture for money, because you sound stupid, you're aggravating people, and y'all are pulling your own credibility away, because now nobody takes nothing y'all say seriously. Stick to fact-based lists. Do not stick to opinion-based lists. That is for individuals to stick to. Small blogs where people can say my favorite. You know what I'm saying? Give opinion words. Y'all saying the greatest top 200 of all time? You can't do that. You should not be allowed to do that, because guess what? Y'all are a corporation with maybe hundreds and hundreds of employees. So guess what? It's a whole bunch of different opinions, and y'all are arguing over what's this and that. Opinion-based list should not be the bread and butter of these media outlets, because your opinion isn't what we care about. No one cares about your opinion. Media outlets are supposed to be there to deliver the facts. Someone gets killed, deliver that fact. Someone's dropping an album, deliver that fact. The album release date comes out, give us that fact. Do not give us opinions on articles. That's not your job. Your job is to report facts. So stop with these opinion-based articles. Stop with these opinion-based lists. Give us the facts. But that's all I gotta talk about. That's what the YouTubers are there for. The YouTubers are there to give their opinions, and these opinion-based lists and these opinion-based think pieces. That is what the YouTubers are there for. These smaller individuals, that's what we are on Twitter for. We can have this debate among ourselves on Twitter and Instagram and Facebook. We don't need multi-million-dollar Rolling Stone to have this discussion. That's not for you to have. Give us the news. You're wasting our time not telling us these important things, the important things that matter in hip-hop, the things that are fact-based, the things that are going to elevate the culture, things that are going to enlighten us. You're wasting the time by not enlightening us on these bullshit lists that mean nothing in the grand scheme. Because guess what? In a month, y'all going to change the list. In a month, somebody else going to come up with a bullshit list, and we're going to give us the facts. Stick to the numbers. Leave opinions alone. But that's it for me. I'm out. Real shit. Newest single by me out on all streaming platforms. Just type in KxngAnon real shit. We running it up. Spotify, YouTube, Music, Tidal, Apple Music, Amazon Music, wherever you listen to music at, it's on there. It's not on SoundCloud, but all the streaming platforms, it's on there. That's it for me. I'm out.